Hi, it's Jenny with Jenny's Wreath Boutique. Let me just give it a minute. So, welcome everybody. It's Jenny with Jenny's Wreath Boutique, and today we're going to be making this beautiful year-round eucalyptus wreath. Put it aside just a minute. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm so excited to make it. Brand new eucalyptus to me. I'm using a mix, and I'm really excited to show you. So, what we're going to use, I'm just going to get into the materials really quick. Hold on a minute. Actually, first, I wanted to say hi to Lynn. I'm so happy to see you. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. Seen you. And Deb and Shelly and Carrie and Pat and Leslie and Sandra and Renee. Oh, I'm so glad you guys are all here. So we are using a 14-inch grapevine, and this wreath is actually going to be about 24 inches, so it's a good size. I am planning on putting it on my front door after Christmas. And it looks so good on the dark gray. Oh, I absolutely love it. It's just such a good color for winter, but also like all year round. You can do so many things with it. So I just got this greenery and I'm so excited to share it with you. I did just list it in my Etsy shop. I don't have the links yet for you, but I'll put them after the live. I'll put them in the description. So I'm using 3 of this eucalyptus mix. It's got this kind of eucalyptus and this longer leaf and some fern and these like twig things. I love these. So I'm using 3 for this wreath, 3 of these. And then I'm also using 3 of these, and I have these in my shop as well. So I'm using these 2 kinds of eucalyptus. They're both new to me and I absolutely love them. I'm always on the lookout for new greenery, so let me know what you think of these. Hey Pamela, hey Francis and Melanie. So glad you guys are here. Awesome. And then I'm also using this from Hobby Lobby just to add some texture. So that's what we're doing. And I'm gonna move the camera down so you can see what I'm doing. All right. I hope this goes pretty far down. You'd think after doing this so many times, I'd be better at it. Okay, there, wait, nope. I'm getting a new tripod. I'm buying myself a new one, that's it. After this, I'm gonna go buy myself a new one. Okay, that's better. I apologize for the bad camera angles. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is use these. And they're kind of nicely divided for us. This is like, okay. Let me see if I can move my table. Okay, there we go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use my favorite wire cutters. I should have cleaned them off after I used fresh greenery. And I'm just cutting these up in half. This one has a little bit of a thread on it. Hey, Verlene and Joanne, Donna, Constance, Gaynor, Melanie. All right. So just cutting these. So we've got everything nicely cut. Hey Sheila. Brooklyn says, love a wreath with greenery. Oh, me too. They're my favorite. And they are a shop favorite too. I'm just going to do one of these at a time so I don't have to cut them all at once. Just so I have a nice even mix of everything. So since I have 3, what I'm using here should take up 1/3 of the grapevine. So all I'm doing, and like I said, this is a really easy greenery wreath that looks so high-end. I love it. So I'm just adding some glue to the stem, putting it along the grain of the grapevine. I'm just kind of fluffing up as I go. Some of these leaves are turned backwards, so I just turn them around the other way. Then we just use the next one. Move down a little bit. And these are pretty good stems. I could have chosen a grapevine that wasn't as tight. It might have been smarter, but this one's fine. And I'm just going to go around the wreath, layering. Yes, this greenery, thank you, is from one of my wholesalers. If you're in the VIP group, just ask and I'll give you the exact number if you want. But I do have these available in my Etsy shop as well if you don't have access to wholesale. But oh, I love this. Isn't that pretty? But if you're in the VIP group, you're always welcome to ask for the exact number of things. And then the last greenery that I'm going to use is from Hobby Lobby. But the eucalyptus is all from one of the wholesalers, which I do have a free cheat sheet. I know you have it, Melanie. But for anybody watching that doesn't have the free cheat sheet, it's linked in the description. You can just grab it. And if you like these, keep them on. If you don't like them, just take them off. I like the rustic look of them, so I'm going to keep them. Oh, Sylvie, it's your first time watching live? Awesome. Welcome. Okay, I'm going to cut this down a little bit and put these in here. Lindsay says, I sold my first wreath on Etsy yesterday. What an amazing feeling. Oh, Lindsay, congrats. That is an amazing feeling. And many more to come. That's exciting. All right. See how easy this is? All we're doing is adding these in. I guess I could come down a little bit. One layer at a time. I'm going to scoot this one back because I do want it to be pretty thick, and I still have two more things to use. Now we're on to the next bush. I'm just going to cut it up. Hey, Nikki. Nancy says hello from West Virginia. Hello. Does anybody have fun Christmas plans? Do you like to travel over Christmas or do you stay home? I like to stay home. I'm just cutting these up, but I'm keeping them attached for the most part. The stem is wrapped and it has 3 main stems, but I'm just cutting above that. And then on each of the stems, I'm cutting them in half. Melanie says, I bought your favorite cutters. And OMG, they work really well. Oh, I'm so glad. Yes, they work so well. I love them. I don't know how people use anything else. Oh, Melanie, you have to work on Christmas night? Oh, Gaynor says, stay home, all cozy. Yes. Absolutely. Kate says, hi Jenny, I just want to say thank you for inspiring me over all the years. I finally opened my shop and have 24 sales since September. That's awesome, Kate. Congratulations. That's so exciting. So many people wait to start, and you know what? The best time to start now, because your future self will thank you. I'm so grateful that I started. And I also thought about it a while before I started. Well, not too long. I'm glad I didn't think about it too long. Donna is traveling to Georgia for Christmas and New Jersey for New Year's. Awesome. Okay, that is not a great... Here we go. Michelle says the cutters are amazing. I got a pair last year as a gift and they still cut like brand new. Yes! I use them a lot. Yeah, they're great. That's why I recommend them. If anybody wants to know where to find these, they are linked in the description of every single one of my videos under tools, because I know I will get asked that. Melanie says, I want to start an Etsy shop but can't come up with a name. Don't overthink it, and you can always change the name later. But my name I thought was so original, Jenny's Wreath Boutique. When I started, I'd never heard of it. I thought, oh, Wreath Boutique and my name, and I thought it was just so original. No, not original. There are other Wreath Boutiques out there. I don't know when they started, but but I stuck with it, and I haven't changed it because I also am terrible. I'm not saying you're terrible at coming up with names. I'm terrible at coming up with names, but I'm very glad I didn't let that hold me back. Just keep it simple and easy to spell. That would be my advice. Dana bought the cutters too. They work so well. Actually, I bought all the tools you recommend. Oh, good. I don't recommend too much because I'm a simple girl, but the things I do recommend, I truly use them all the time. So I'm glad you like them, Dana. Kelly says, do you have to get your business license before opening an Etsy shop? It's up to you. No, Etsy doesn't check or anything. But I would, and I would check with your state. But you don't need one to open an Etsy shop. Brittany says, how many wreaths, Jenny, how many wreaths do you personally have for your home? I've been making wreaths for about 1.5 years and I love them all and I want to keep them. I do sell though. Yes, I have, well, I keep a lot of them. I probably have, how many wreaths do I have? Well, I have one on my front door and one in my dining room. I have one in my living room and one in my entryway, so 4. But I swap them out quite a bit. The one in my entryway, though, is my lavender wreath I made with fresh lavender, and now it's dried. I did just swap that out for a Christmas wreath, but I'll put their lavender wreath back up after Christmas is over. And right now I have my fresh Christmas wreath that I made last week here on YouTube with evergreens from Trader Joe's. Kim bought the cutters too. Oh, good. Glad you like them. All right. Oh, I just love this. I love this mix. You could use just this if you wanted to and not the other eucalyptus. You'd probably need one more bush. But I really like mixing the other eucalyptus in too. Ooh, ouch. Oh. I didn't finish the whole bush. I got distracted and started. We need a reel from you with all your wreaths for the year as a wreath maker. What is your personal style? My wreath changes all the time on my door, but I like the simple greenery wreaths the best. I have a magnolia wreath on my front door usually. I think magnolia is probably my favorite And it's so classic, and it looks good on my dark door, I think, because I have, yeah. I have a very classic looking house, so I like the classics on my door. Leslie says, I currently have 19 wreaths hanging for Christmas. Includes, oh, minis for cabinets and chairs. Cute couple, or had a couple parties here, so I figured it was a great advertising too. Oh, I love that. Ugh. I was so busy. I did not decorate. My kids did, which is great. My kids did all the decorating. They decorated my tree and everything, and I did nothing. I did something. I put the ribbon on my tree before they put the ornaments on, but that's all I did. And then I made the wreath. I felt bad. I like to decorate with them, but I was just so busy with orders. If I wasn't working 14 hours a day, I was getting behind. So, yeah. Okay, almost done with this part. And Gaynor has 14. Oh my goodness. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. All right. So I'm just going to go over everything to just finish off. If I have extra pieces, I am just going to see if there's an extra spot I can put it. My wreath is a little bit oval, so I'm going to add in a little right here to bring in some greenery to the middle. And then, let's see. I'm going to separate these because this piece is a little bit long. Let's see. I don't really need this piece. I'll put them in anyway. Let me see. Glad you made it live, Alice. Glad you like it. I have a feeling this is going to be a popular one. Okay, now we're going to move on to this eucalyptus. Isn't the fern pretty in there? Thank you, Kelly. So I love this eucalyptus because it cuts into 5 stems super easily. So there's 2 there. So there's 4 main stems, and then this longer one can be cut into 2. And I think the color just complements it really well. Even the back matches really well because this one kind of has a lot backwards too, but you can always just twist them forward. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Renee. So now all I'm going to do is just fill in the gaps. I'm going to add some of this on the inside and on the outside. And like I said, I'm using 3 of the bush and then 3 of the stems. And if you don't have access to this eucalyptus, I do have some in my Etsy shop. So many people asked for the greenery I get wholesale that don't have wholesale accounts, so I decided to start offering it in my Etsy shop as supplies so that you guys can get some too, because I love making wreaths with it. And I just love how full adding this other kind of greenery in. It just, oh, it's so pretty. Lynn already bought these. Awesome. Do you like them? Yeah. Faux greenery is so expensive in the UK. Yeah, it is here too, I think. Well, it depends on what you get. The good stuff's expensive. But it's really not as bad as you would think. So I made that fresh Christmas wreath last week from Trader Joe's Greenery, which is pretty cheap. But that wreath still cost me over $30 to make. And it is only going to last one season or less. But these last forever. So it's kind of like, I think it's a good investment if it's something that's going to hold up well. But yeah, it's definitely more expensive than the real stuff. Although sometimes not. Some flowers, not sunflowers, well those two, can get really expensive. It just depends. I try to find a mix of realistic but affordable. That's the sweet spot. Michelle says, my Michaels already has spring coming out. There's greenery and that's the shade. So excited. Oh, nice. They have some gorgeous little green pear stems too. Ooh, I love pears. Ooh, I'll have to go check it out. I looked about a week ago and my Michaels didn't have any spring, but it should be coming out soon. Every store puts theirs out different times. Renee, thank you. This is 3 of each. So 3 of the bush and then 3 of these stems. You don't have to make it quite as thick, but I really like it this thick. I think it looks so good and bushy. Thank you, Sue. So it'll be 6 bushes total. I think you can get away with 5, but it depends on how big your grapevine is. All right, sorry, I know you can't see. I just had to look at it back a little. I'm gonna add some here. Fill in any holes. Making a wreath round when you're live is extra challenging, I think. Oh. I must have missed some stuff in the chat. You guys are talking about bushy eyebrows? What did I miss? Okay. One more piece. I'm just going to add it right here. And then, oh, need to add another glue stick. Okay. Thank you. Yes, so here it is so far. You can leave it like this if you want. I love it just like this. I think it's so pretty. However, I think adding these berries just makes it look extra good. I think because for eucalyptus, most eucalyptus has like a cooler undertone, but these have a warmer undertone, I think. It's kind of has a mix. So I think adding this yellow really complements it and adds some really pretty texture. These are from Hobby Lobby, but, and I just need half a bush. I don't need the whole thing. And I only had half a bush, so with that one. Then you can move the leaves up. So I'm just gonna stick these around. Yes, aren't these berries pretty? And I love this. You can add so many different things. I'm keeping this one simple. Okay, I'm gonna get sidetracked for 1 second. I want to see what my blueberries would look like. Oh, that would look pretty. You know I love my blueberries. These are available in my shop too, but oh. I have a wreath that I taught in the VIP group that used a similar eucalyptus to this and the blueberries, so that's another option for you. And when it's time for spring and summer, you can just add in different flowers. That would be so pretty. Hi, Lorraine. Michelle says, always yes to berries. Absolutely. I feel the exact same way. To think you squeezed all this beauty on a 14-inch grapevine. Oh, yes. I have to. That's the only way I can show you on my camera with my tiny table. I want to upgrade to a bigger table, but my wreath room is small, so I don't know if I have room for a bigger table. We'll see. Yeah. Okay. Renee says, OMG, those just up the ante to marvelous. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you guys like this. All right, what do you think? Isn't that so fun? And then let's look at the back. I got a couple of things sticking out, not too much. And then if you want to add a loop, I don't show this all the time, but I'll show it here. Oh, the SKU for the Hobby Lobby berries, 939314. 939314. And then I will link the other stuff in the description when I'm done. Sorry, I know I'm off camera. I'm still here. Hello. Okay, I'm just gonna add a jute twine right here. Tie a little knot. So this is what I do to all of my wreaths. They hang straight from the grapevine easily, but I like to add a loop, and it makes it hang a little bit lower on my door as well, which I like. And I will move the camera up. Hello. All right. Where did I put my loop? Here it is. What do you think? Oh, I love it. Okay. Now that I'm seeing it on camera, I gotta fluff it. Well, I'll fluff it later, but here it is. What do you guys think? Isn't it pretty? So I will have the materials, at least the eucalyptus. You can get this from Hobby Lobby, but these other materials will be linked in the description. And then I'll have this wreath in my Etsy shop probably later today. All right, I'll talk to you later. Thank you so much for being here live with me. And if you watch the replay, I hope you say hi in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done that yet. And give this video a thumbs up. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.